Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the night shift. How you doing? What a day. Oh, what a day. My goodness, what a weekend even. A strong end, what an end and a beginning. What can I say? It is the beginning of the night shift week, and I want to say greetings and salutations to each and every one of you. How you doing? Those of you who are traveling out there on the road, I hope you take care. Those of you who just got home, be grateful. I want to say big ups to those tuned in on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew on TuneIn Radio, rockthebox.net, One Harmony Radio, the Foundation Radio Network, with Clinton Lindsay. Top of the morning to you guys over there and across the pond, and all the affiliate stations. Big ups to you. Glad to have you. Wouldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without you. And I wouldn't even want to try.
Well, you don't know. This will be the carnival, yeah.
Kicking it off with a little bit of Stone Boy and Fayan. Fayan Lions, that is. It's called Carnival.
You get it, baby. Words that you're telling me just drives me crazy. Promise when I'm with you, babe, I won't be lazy. Been wanting to wine off you lately, baby. Any of you want it, I'm no pushover. I ride like a roll in a new Range Rover. Head to the floor, from the floor to sofa. Bust a wine, then turn me over. When this makes me know, everything's simple. But you're not burning. When we say trend, up the ends, them up. Or pretend up. What we say? Blase, 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 blase. The pretty girl them say them like my thing, yeah. Sexy girl them like my thing, yeah. The pretty girl them say them like my thing, yeah. Sexy girl them like my thing, yeah. All them they feel my heat. All they move to the rhythm. All they bounce to the beat. Anywhere them go, them they put on repeat. Them they move to the rhythm. Them they dance to the groove and wine, yeah. Them they wine to the hit. Then they do a Lonto, they do Sanko. Girl, them in a Trinidad and Tobago. Santo Domingo. Barbados and Haiti, Jamaica, Grenada. Carnival time, make it hot. Girl, them in a the carnival, yeah. But some wines at the back and all, yeah. My girl, them a party animal. Any wine where you walk, then them bring it on. Stone Boy, anyway that you sing it. Hot girl bend over and them start fling it. Watch them girl how they ting it and wine, yeah. The pretty girl them say them like my thing, yeah. Sexy girl them like my thing, yeah.
That's actually the word. It's bazip. Where did you get that from?
As the rhythm they blaze with the play. And they hear them straight from my waist. The whole of we are high for the Afro dance, yo. We come to my
Want to say big ups to all those who are tuned in on PEMGTV.com. And of course right here, KevinStew.com, the home of the night shift. Welcome to the chat. And you guys over there in the chat room. 243, 480, 913, 229.
So we do carnival time. Follow my lead, make I take you go. From this leg on to Cairo. Chop in a bando. I really wanna dance with you. Follow my lead.
For those of you who don't know, the chat room is live and up in living color. KevinStew.com. You can remain anonymous, or you can change your name. It's up to you. No pressure.
The pretty girl them say them like my thing, sexy girl them like my thing, she bad,
I want to say big ups to all the bad girls out there.
When you wind up your body, girl, you're making martial while you hold up. If I ever get your body, girl, I feel like I win a medal. Hold up. You are the champion, why no girl can't take it from you. No, love it like between island gin.
Once again, this is a judgment-free zone. So fret not.
The way she whine,
Turn on Michelle Montano. Flavors.
she dey make me go low. The way she
It's a remix to Shit Bad.
Lord, she bad. She shake up that one body, girl, yeah, bad. Badang. Walk down the road and the road that the girl lay bad. When she walk back down, it's the same damn motion. My baby, but she bad for two. I swear to God, I can't deny you. Sweet love is she give me. Roller coaster. Now you just got the my medulla. Oh, why, baby? Oh, my baby bad. She better than. She better than. Oh, my baby hot. She hotter than. She hotter than Rihanna. She better than Diana. She dey make me go low. The way she dey roll.
So, as Turner, Michelle, and Flavor talk about how she bad, I want to bring our attention to one really mean-looking young lady. No, I'm not talking about Serena. Serena is not mean-looking at all. Well, it depends on how you talk about mean-looking. Because I remember growing up hearing that bad is good. Yeah, that's one bad mama jammer. Yeah, you know what I mean. But not that kind of bad. I really bull bucker, duppy conqueror kind of bad. A young lady going by the name of Florence. Heard of her? Well, I can tell you, there are some people who reside on the east coast of US, the southeast coast, that all they've been hearing about is Florence. And with good reason. Because Florence is not someone to mess with right about now. Florence, as at about 4 hours ago, Florence was a Category 4 storm. And South Carolina's governor ordered evacuations along the state's entire coastline. So, you know, nobody is trying to play with Florence. Now, of course, you're talking about millions of people being affected by this. Governor Henry McMaster says, we know that this evacuation order is going to be inconvenient for some people. Gee, you think? But we do not want to risk one South Carolinian's life. Okay, you don't want to risk it, but they want to risk their own life. What then do you say to them? Schools will be closed starting tomorrow, Tuesday, in the affected counties, and state officials will reverse lanes on 4 major roads leading to the coast to assist with the evacuation. We're not going to gamble with the lives of our people, said McMaster. No. You can give an evacuation order all you want. There are some people who will decide, listen, I am staying and there's nothing you can do to make me leave. To them, I say more power to you. I wish you all the best. Please write me into your will. Kevin Stew. Simple. And you can, if you can't find me, just go ahead. Put my email in there. djkevinstew@gmail.com. Or just leave everything you have to kevinstew.com. who else is in with me? Because having survived Gilbert, I know what a storm is like. And I didn't live on the coastline. I lived nowhere near the coast. But Jamaica is, I guess everywhere is near the coast if you live in Jamaica. But this category 4 here by the name of Florence, which, let's see, maximum sustained winds near 130 miles per hour. But by 5 o'clock this afternoon, it was up to 140 miles per hour. Listen, you don't want to be playing with this storm. In North Carolina, evacuations were already underway. Dare County officials, not Dade, but Dare, D-A-R-E, Dare County officials issued a mandatory evacuation on Monday for Hatteras Island in the Outer Banks and ordered more evacuations for other areas of the county beginning Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning. Listen, unless you live on, I don't know, a battleship maybe, and you can go out and around the storm, leave the coast. That's all I can say. And I don't know any other way to say it. Because this one here, she bad.
Guess hey, she bad. Turn up, double M, favor. Guess hey, she bad. Yeah, she bad. She bad, she bad, she bad. So she bad, oh Lord. Yeah, double M on the remix.
I don't know how many of you see the satellite image of this storm.
When you wind up your body, girl, you're making martial warrior.
I always think of how amazing they look.
I feel like I win a medal. You are the champion, wine and no girl can take it from you.
This chick here is huge. Now, will I get into trouble for saying that? I don't know. But we're talking about a storm. Am I going to get into trouble for calling a storm 1, a chick, and 2, huge? Is there a PC way to address a female named Storm?
When she walk back down, it's the same damn motion. My baby, but she for 2. I swear to God, I can't.
Wait, hold up. What? The chat is typing backwards? You have to type from right to left? So, are you telling me that my chat has gone Chinese? It's Chinese, that right from right to left, right? I hope I was right. If not, to all my Chinese relatives, I apologize.
She walk on the road and you know that the girl lay back. When she walk back down, it's the same damn motion.
16 minutes after the hour.
Baby, don't leave me.
I'd like for everyone to just take a moment and oh, only for the name change, it's backwards. Okay, cool. I had no problems with mine. I don't know. But I want everybody to take a moment and just say a small prayer for Owen. Owen won't be joining us tonight because taking care of some health issues. It could have been because of the hashtag happy. But yeah.
I love how you wind up. I
I want to say prayers going out to, and I want you to join me and say a small prayer for Owen. Because Owen is not feeling well, and he is hurting right now, literally. Thank you, hashtag happy.
I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching feelings. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching feelings. You got me wanting more. All I do, all I do. When you touch me so. All I do, all I do. You set me on fire. Put me in a mood, darling. I'll sing like a choir. I'll sit feeling good. Go ever up the thing, na na na. You know what you're doing down there. I love how you touch up the thing, na na na. You know what you're doing down there.
I don't know how many of you guys in the chat caught Marlon's show just now, Real Rockers.
Look at you hold your hand and catching feelings. Oh,
He had a segment in the last half an hour, you see,
expected like this. I catching feelings.
where he featured artists
Feelings.
when they just started out.
I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching feelings.
So you heard some veteran artists in their teenage years,
All I do, all I do.
almost sounding chipmunk-esque.
All I do, all I do.
Yeah, try to say that word 5 times fast.
Feeling to wine, darling. And if you want it now.
And yes, that's a word you can probably only hear here.
Pop the thing, na na na.
Don't you just love the English language? You can only hear it here.
Na na. You know what you're doing down there. And I never thought I'd get hooked.
Chipmunk-esque.
Me like a crook. Look at you, how you have me catching feelings. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, how many of you actually did that?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching
Nadia Badson catching feelings.
yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching feelings. I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up. I love how
I want to say thanks to Pulsey Media Group for sponsoring this segment.
wind up. I love how you wind up.
When being in the moment is priceless, you want to give them a link
You wind up.
and you want to call my name when you link them.
I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching feelings. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't expect it like this. I catching feelings. I catching feelings.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. She had the thing.
So apparently the great orange one is catching some feelings.
She wears and go low. Pick up the place like a
Some of you have seen the post that I made last week
wheel set. With the girl where you come, man.
where he was saying, listen,
What you do?
if I get impeached, it's your fault.
Get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me.
And he was talking to some supporters.
Girl, don't be shy. Hello, hello,
Hello?
hello.
Really?
Yeah. So girl, I love all the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down wine. Hello.
Now the question is being asked, who are we going to believe?
Are you ready for
Trump
Are you
or Woodward?
Are you ready for it? You want give me that? Don't hold back. Wind it up
Trump is calling this man's book
to the back. Roll up.
Fear.
Come to me. I'll give you that sweet type,
He's calling it a fraud.
sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love. Real type of
But catch this.
hold me, darling.
If you were to compare the two and see who told the most truths.
Yeah. See, she sweet like a mango.
Okay, who told the most truths?
Them other girl, them don't know how she rap the thing like a go-go. Lad. So when you
Then Bob Oda would definitely come out on top.
come my way, what you do, what you do, what you do, I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. So
Now, while Bob Oda's method may have drawn scrutiny and criticism in the past,
hello.
his reporting on power has been the gold standard ever since he and Carl Bernstein broke Watergate. Yes, Happy, it is good to see all these people in the pot. I seriously need to change the name from TNS Chat to the Stew Pot. The sound of Kiss. The track is called Hello. Hello. Oh. Coming up at 10:30 we have our special guests WyldTree.
Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, yeah,
This is Second Star. It's simply called what? Yep. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. You see, I'm not hyping it up too much, you know. I'm giving you a nice little bouncy vibe to start off the show, start off the week. So, Bob Woodard's book, Fear, appears ironically to have struck fear in the heart of its subject. The great orange one. Oh, some of you don't know who the orange one is. That would be President Donald Trump. And apparently, all of the government and media institutions and players Trump has attacked since he first launched his campaign for the presidency in 2015, Woodward could be the toughest to discredit of all of them. And believe it or not, there's even a tweet for that from the orange one himself. He said only the Obama White House can get away with attacking Bob Woodard. Apparently she isn't the only one saying ayo. So there are some other things going on in and around our community, like the issue with Serena, and a lot of people were talking about that today. They have been talking about it, and with good reason. I saw a cartoon somebody posted, and it sparked a discussion on social media where out of Australia they did this caricature of Serena, and they had her grossly exaggerated. But you know what? That's kind of how caricatures are done. You know, you exaggerate features. That's how it's supposed to be done. However, she's the only one with exaggerated features in the cartoon. And then in the background, so they draw her character throwing a tantrum. and destroying her racket. And in the background, they have normal looking characters with the umpire looking down at oh shoot, I forgot her name now. And blah. See, that just only goes to show. Anyway, the young Japanese superstar looking down at her saying, "Oh, can't you just let her win? Or let her get some points or something?" Either way, it was really belittling and misleading, because that's not why she was upset. So, Aussies. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. I did them both. And if you've never met an Aussie, that's how they greet each other. Hey, guys, come on. Seriously? Could it be any less blatant? How you really feel? Come on. Things that make you go, We're going to take a quick little break as we roll out of the Policy Media sponsored segment. And when we come back, we roll on into the GMAC Solution sponsored segment. And we'll have our guests on the line. Who do we have featured tonight? Hailing out of the community. Very interesting group. I think I've had little conversations with them, and it's quite an interesting little group. WyldTree. We'll find out how the name came about and how deep the roots go and how far the branches spread and who's taking shade under the tree and all that. We're going to find out and we'll come back. So if you haven't done so yet, call a friend, tell a friend. You can call in and chat with them too. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. That's the number to call, numbers to text to get you in touch. We're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, it's all WyldTree.
It's easy. Just call us. 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us. 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Music and Grave Lounge presents ISM, Mr. Vegas album release party, Saturday, September 15 at Grave Lounge, 4519 North Pine Island Road, Sunrise, Florida. ISM, Mr. Vegas, 20 years of hits, featuring Renaissance Disco, DJ Wizard, hosted by TC Flex and Jody and Gray. For info, 954-740-3258. That's 954-740-3258. Thanks, Mr.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there, we know how it feels, so we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Greetings, Massive and Crew. It's the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game 2018 featuring FFY Team versus BP Records Team. Going down on Saturday, October 6th at the Sunset Lakes Community Center Indoor Basketball Gym, 2801 Southwest 186th Avenue, Miramar, Florida. It's going to be at 1:30 p.m. It's a free event. This year's event is in aid of the Shaq's Hope Foundation in order to help those affected by sickle cell disease. Donations will be accepted at the game. Special appearance by Miss Jamaica, Florida 2018, Dion Calendar. Commentary by Sir Rockwell, Nico Rebel, and Echo Slim. Big up our sponsors: Da Flavor Radio, Elite Global, JTMC Enterprise, Rock the Box, The Foundation Radio, South Florida Caribbean News, Music Meets Sports, Reggae Flavors, Real Rockers, All Time Printing, Heavy Beat, Vin Studio, Gifted Roots, GMAC Music Solutions, Miss Jamaica, Florida, Carib Vibes, Like That, and Kevin Stew. It's the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift. Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift. Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ...
Before I could run, I found you already settled down in the back of my mind. I know this is just a customary feeling. The moon is our deceiver that will leave you running blind. Your heart is pulling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to
I want to welcome you all back to the show.
look in the eyes of the one that I would.
It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. True.
Lost in the fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire. Your heart is pulling.
This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of GMAC Music Solutions.
I'd be falling.
754-307 GMAC gets you in touch with them.
Hear you calling. If I didn't know it.
754-307-4622. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you.
Flame burned down and said, I can hear you, baby, calling, and you
In the background, the track, If I Didn't Know Any Better. Goodness knows what I would do if I knew better. It's only because I don't know better why certain things happen.
That's right.
You see, and ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, near and far, I introduce to you right now the featured group, the artists at the moment. I just love this little track that they have here. Ladies and gentlemen, WyldTree, I present them to you.
Oh, thank you, DJ Kevin Stew. Big up. How I like to say, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this group here, oh my goodness, meet WyldTree.
Yes.
I you know what, let me put up the full image so that everybody can see. There you go, there they are, WyldTree. And let me turn up their volume a little bit more so you can hear them.
Yes, we'll speak up. We
No,
can
it's
get
okay.
pretty loud now.
I'll turn you up. Don't worry. I'll let the loud parts come later on.
All right.
Mind your amplifier.
And the silent river speaks out. And I call him the silent river because I don't know when he's the one that just sits silently in the background. Michael, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, DJ Stu. I'm just security. That's all I'm here. I'm here to provide security. And, I just sit back and I forgot my shades. Otherwise,
You know what? I need to get onto this Facebook Live here, though, because I need to see what y'all are doing over there. This is serious. Let me see what y'all doing over there, because
I think you're friends with me, so you should be able to pull it up on my page.
oh yeah.
Yes.
So, what are you guys up to? What have you been up to? You know what? Let me not start there. Let me start from the tippy top. Boom tune from your sister Cinnamon. I see people in the chat room commenting. Boom tune.
Oh, Cinnamon, yes.
Does she have a brother named Raisin? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. There might be a nutmeg somewhere in the family there, spices and all. I don't know. Big up to you, Cinnamon. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Drag some friends on over. Bring them on. Let them, if they don't know about WyldTree, because you clearly know about WyldTree, so I'm sure that you're telling everybody about WyldTree. And the boom tune. If I didn't know any better, I wonder how many people can attest to that. If I didn't know any better.
Listen, that's the perfect excuse.
What the perfect excuse for what though?
Lord, you have to be careful, Everything. If you didn't know any better, you would have done it that way. Or if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't have done it that way.
See, that sounds like Melissa.
That is Melissa.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one who is talking, Melissa. Oh.
My problem is I don't know any better.
And that would have been Michael. No, the one that we're not hearing much of is Janice.
It's me. I'm fighting a cold, so.
Oh no.
But I'm good. I'll be all right.
What you taking for that cold?
WyldTree don't take no break.
Yeah, WyldTree don't take no break.
We don't take no break.
No.
That's right. That's right. And take no prisoners either.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, WyldTree. So, all right, let's start from the top.
Okay.
How
did y'all get together?
Way back when.
See, you know?
Yes, way back when. My sister and I, we've been together from jump. So
would that be from birth? Would that be from birth?
Me and she?
Yeah.
From birth? Yes.
It's your
I always
sister.
say whatever I left behind, she got.
He didn't like me too much, Kevin. He didn't.
You know,
Trust me.
I know what that is like. Let's see, who's older?
I am older.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm older.
And your sister, so that for the listeners who don't know how it goes,
right? Mm-hmm.
Michael, your sister is that is where you finish it.
Yes, that is. Mm-hmm. And then Melissa, I'm Janice's friend. We're best friends for over 30 years. Me and her are coming back from our senior year of high school.
Yeah.
She was in the band. I was in the concert chorale. I used to see her sitting in the concert chorale room every day and staring. And I used to be like, why is this chick staring at me? she came up to me one day. She says, I want to get into this choir. And I was like, girl, just tell Mr. Speed, who was our concert choir director. And we got her in, and she was terrified. Mind you now, she's a musician.
I sang and I played instruments and
the trumpet, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I played trumpet in
What?
Canada. Yeah.
You're You're a brass player?
I'm a brass player.
What?
Don't ask me to do it, though. Don't ask me now.
What do you mean don't ask you no? Once a brass player, always a brass player. What do you mean don't ask you no?
Don't ask me to play now. Don't ask me to play now.
I'm sure there's...
I always had singing, though. That was my passion, was, for singing. And I used to sit at the door of the choir in high school and watch Melissa and how she worked. 'Cause she was the leader of the choir. She was the president of the choir. So I got in my senior year, and we clicked.
Yeah.
We clicked. Yeah. And we haven't left each other since.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ended up at Bethune-Cookman University.
Yep.
Under the direction of Dr. Rebecca Walker Steele.
Concert chorale. Again, music paid for our schooling. Music took us through high school. Music took us through college. That's what paid that was scholarship.
What?
That's how we were able to school. Yes. So not just the singing and everything, but we can read music too. Huh? Nobody gonna come sitting and talking foolishness to us. Yeah, we got
Yes.
you.
Yes.
We got
Yes.
And then
That's
Michael would just tag along.
I was security.
Michael has his band.
Right, a keyboard playing security, okay? However, he too, he'll tell you, he had his own band. Back in the day.
Yeah, while they were in college, I moved down to Miami and started my own band with my fellow musicians. David Simmons, who is on the track, the If I Didn't Know Any Better track.
Okay.
And Carlton Darling, AJ, and Venice Ford. And we did pretty good for a good 9 years. We played, I think, what was it, 90?
In 1991.
1991. We opened for Firehouse at the Bayside Amphitheater.
It was the New Year's Eve that they have down in Miami where they drop the orange every year. We opened up for the opening. It was a rock act. We actually opened up for Firehouse. We were the opening act for them back in 91.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
It was very, very cool. And, of course, I had these beautiful ladies singing back up for us. So we were good. We were singing way back from when. When I said way back from when, way back from when.
We don't call it backup anymore, It's called supporting vocals.
Supporting vocals.
Supporting vocals. Yes, it's not backup anymore. Someone in the chat room said Jenny's played the triangle.
Ooh, what's it?
They told her secret. There's a few of them that went to triangle school. Trust me. I got A's. By putting the A.
Well, it could have been the cowbell, And they always call for more cowbell. More cowbell.
I have my degree in triangle.
That's right.
From Hamilton Simmons University.
No, cowbell was master's level, After you finish the triangle, then you go on to the cowbell.
There you go.
But
now
them
I get
never
it.
get scholarship in it, man. Them never get scholarship in it.
So, okay. Now, so Michael and Janice, brother and sister. And here comes Melissa as the best friend.
Yes.
Since high school.
Yes.
Since high school.
High school. Yes. Yes.
So, okay, go on.
No, you go right ahead. Go ahead.
So, you did high school, you did college. And Michael is a big brother, but he was a tag-along?
In a manner of speaking, yeah.
Because
I tagged along, but here's the fun part, though. I did get to play with them at the college. There was a talent show, and I just bought my first keyboard, and they invited me to play. And I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting experiences of my life, just being on stage with all these folks. And it was great. It was beautiful. And at that point on, I was playing off and on with them, and it's after that I formed the band. The band called Avatar back in the day.
I see.
And then Mm-hmm.
So, apparently you're still playing with at least one of them.
Well, see what had happened was.
We don't reach there yet, apparently, because since you don't tell that part of the story yet.
They had known any better.
See what had happened was.
Yeah, tell us what had happened, Melissa. Tell us what had happened.
Okay, so this is and most everybody knows this story. I married my best friend's brother after I think it was we're married 8 years now.
Yeah.
2010 is when we got married.
Okay.
And and again, prior to that, I've known him since the actually in the 80s when we were in college.
Yeah.
Okay. And I never paid him any attention.
Showing
like
age
that.
now, yeah. Tell
Oh,
age now.
This was my brother. But he was always, he was a cool dude, always respectful, never stepped out of bounds, never approached me wrong, never. I'm previously married, divorced with 3 kids or whatever, and even during that time, never. After I got divorced, after I got divorced and everything was cleared and I was, chilling and he would come and we'd hang out. We always used to hang out though, because we were friends. We were always friends. We were always, no matter what, we were always friends. Mm-hmm. And so when he started actually coming around a little bit more, and I'm like, that's my buddy. He know I'm catching it. I'm going through whatever. I'm good, And we were out one day and we were passing some kiosk with some cruise advertisement or whatever. And we're like, I could see us doing that one day. And I looked at him. Yeah, but you're my brother. He got real serious. I am my brother. Woo! I said, whoops.
Stick off my head.
Yes.
I had to peel off the sticker.
Yes.
And from
out of the friend zone, I jump.
Yes, he did. Yes, he jumped. He burnt it. He burnt that bridge. Friend zone don't exist no more. It's getting a little hot in here. It's getting hot in here. A little hot in here.
Okay, so that's nice.
We dated for 3 years, 4 years, and we decided we were happy with each other. And 8 years later, here comes us, and one big happy family, and decide to become another type of family, a music family. Yeah. We've been, other than the stuff that he's talked about from back, we've done some stuff moving forward. So.
Yeah.
So okay. We'll move on from the point that you all got married, because that wedding should have been one of the most interesting weddings around.
It was the most beautiful. It was the most charismatic. It was the most love-joyed. It was the most entertaining.
There we go.
It was out of town. It wasn't even in town. And we damn near had 200 people sitting up at our wedding.
Wow.
And people still want to come. And we money. Money, That's how much love and support that we received for our union. It's amazing. It really
Best
is.
day of my life.
Yeah, yes. Ours.
Absolutely.
Nice.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And so wait, Michael, that is still the best day of your life?
And keep moving forward the same way. Still moving forward the same way. Just get better.
You, sir, are a brilliant man.
See that word there?
Yeah.
See that word there?
Big up to Fernando. Big up.
That's right there.
Kevin, my brother tells him the same thing. Yeah. You are brilliant.
You are a brilliant man. You say the right things at the right time, just the right tone. You're a boss. Big ups to you, sir. So, all right. So, y'all didn't just, it's really sweet. Hashtag happy. Happy in the chat room saying, oh, how sweet. So, or I should say in the stew pot. I really need to get in the habit of saying that too. So, prior to high school, Because y'all just didn't start high school knowing music. Y'all just didn't get up one day and say, I am going to do this. I'm going to sing. I'm going to read music. Where did that start? Where did that come from?
You are so right.
Yeah, for me, it was my grandparents. Clarence and Nellie Wiley in Savlamar, they had a beautiful black piano, and I would relish going there every so often. We'd go to their house, and my grandfather would sit on the piano and play for us and teach us a few things, and from there, it just blossomed. The other thing I remember was my grandmother had this little record player. I don't remember, a little box record player with one little thing in the middle. And she would play these choir hymns because my grandfather was a Baptist minister, so she would play these choirs and I forget the name of the one that she played, but I remember
some Jim Reeves and stuff
and all these various things, and the harmonies were so amazing to me. So they right in there.
Yeah,
that's where that began. What about you, Jan?
For me, I would have to say, well, when we left Jamaica, we left when we were very young. I believe I was 9, Michael was 10. We moved to Canada.
Okay.
And I remember going to elementary school, and they started to audition us for, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Scarborough, Ontario, but they had this Scarborough choir, and they would go around town and they would ask the kids to sing. And so I started singing the national anthem, and they were like, wow, this little girl has a voice. And it ended up being in the Scarborough choir for a while. Yeah, and then when I went to junior high school, I actually won an award for Music Person of the Year, and that right there said it all. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I love doing this. I love to sing. I love to act. I love entertainment altogether. So it started for me, I think, back then in Canada, the Canada days. Yeah.
And for me, from I know myself, when I can remember myself, I would sing. It didn't take but a drop of a hat, a drop of a pin, just a drop. I would sing. I remember as a child, my uncle, Francisco, was a DJ. And he used to DJ all the parties. And when I tell you, and mind you now, they're just going to give you a little something. They're Jamaican. I'm not. I'm Panamanian. I'm born in New York. My family's from Panama.
Okay.
So, yes. So I was in New York as a child and then moved here as a teenager. But from New York, I used to sing. I was very deep into church. My mother had us very deep into church, of course, church roots. And was children's choir there. And with that, I remember they had put me as one of the leads. I actually wrote my first little tune in church, in that apostolic church that we were in, and performed. But my voice was always a little bit more mature than all the other children. And they didn't understand, well, why do you sound like that? Why do you sound like that? That was from them. But I didn't pay that any attention. I kept going, But it kind of put a stigma on me at first. It really did. It's like, okay, I don't sound like the rest of these little kids. Why do I sound the way I do? And as I got older, and then I moved. My father used to work for Navy Yard, Brooklyn Navy Yard. And when they shut down, he had to find work. Well, my mom always wanted to come to Florida, Miami, and so we ended up coming here. My dad found a job, and we came down. And I came down the last day of my junior, they call it middle school down here, junior high, 8th grade. And I saw these kids performing in a choir, and I wanted to get into the choir, but didn't know how. And so I ended up taking cooking. I can cook like nobody's business. So I took cooking. But when now we did a tour of the high schools, and the high school that I was getting ready to go to, which was American Senior High in Miami, the choir that performed blew my mind. And I was like, I have got to sign up for this. Not realizing it was the beginner's choir, and that's how good they were.
Oh, wow.
And so when I got to high school, school and signed up, and it was under, God bless his soul, Roscoe D. Speed, Mr. Speed. I had signed up for the choir, and when it was time now, I'm walking into this choir room, I'm looking for the little simple stuff. I actually signed up for the major choir, people who already knew how to read music, sing the whole 9 yards, and going on, doing shows for the school, and I was like, oh, heck no, I'm in the wrong place. But the teacher caught wind of me and told me I wasn't going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And classmen at the time and all the other freshmen that were in, the few freshmen that were in there, few, very few, because they already knew how to play, piano or an instrument and read music, came and pulled me up under their wings. And that same director made sure when I this is a little freshman, straight out of Brooklyn, don't know squat. And by the time I graduated from high school, was president of the choir. I was the alto section leader. Not to toot horn, but I ran stuff.
No, Janice is a horn tooter.
It was always, and when I say not to toot my horn and it was always about precision. It was always about doing it right. It was always about the sound. It was always about quality. And even through college, when we hit college now, at Bethune-Cookman University, that is my alma mater. I love them. So the day I close my eye, I will support that school forever, every time. Yeah.
Okay.
And under leadership of Dr. Rebecca Walker Steele, who is still alive in her late 90s, and that woman pushed us, and she pushed us, and when I tell you, it was because of it being a historically black university, it was a different flavor, and it embraced us, and we learned us. And when I tell you, when it was time to sing,
you sang.
We sang, so we had stuff thrown at us. We were that damn good.
Yes.
Discipline. We were taught, and when I tell you the discipline and to listen and the balance and the harmonies, and again, we learned from Bach to gospel. We sure did. Sang opera, Broadway, classical, gospel, you name it. And we traveled. It wasn't just at school we traveled with the concert chorale, the Bethune-Cookman University. We traveled the United States. We traveled the East Coast. We traveled the West Coast. During spring break, when school ended, during the beginning of the summer break, we were on the road. Yeah. And so, like we said, we take no break.
So y'all were pushing it from then. Y'all no ease up.
Yeah. Yes. Music has always, and I can speak for myself, but I know I can speak for them. Music has always been a part of our life. Yeah. Always. We sit and listen to music, and my husband laughs at me because I'll hear something and I can tell you the year it was made. Most of the time.
So you're the perfectionist in the group. You're the perfectionist in the group.
The perfectionist? No, sir. No, that's a combination of all of us. I just run my mouth a lot. That's all. No, that's all three of us. Because when we're even like how we're recording the stuff and what we're doing now, and we work for all of the artists that we've done the supporting vocals for. See, I'm getting it. That we did all the supporting vocals for. When I tell you practice, I remember when we first met Caution.
Yes, Caution.
Caution Bailey.
When we first met Caution Bailey, that's right. We met him through Virgo, as a matter of fact, Paul Virgo Bent. From back in the 90s. We met Virgo in the mid-90s. And
Big
then we met
producer.
Caution. Yes, he introduced us to Caution towards the ending of the 90s. And Caution came up with a repertoire that he needed us to learn in 3 days. What was it? How many songs? About 12, 13 songs?
Yeah, about 12 or 13. This is
in 3 days. And we locked it down. Me and Jan. At that time, it was just me and Jan doing the supporting vocals. And we locked it down in 3 days and ended up at that college. It was FIU that he had to perform. and did it. And from then, we've worked with him for many, many moons, many, many years. You know, so it's all about our we are very disciplined when it comes to what we want, how we want it, where we want it to go. We're very disciplined about it.
Nice, nice. Now, when did you guys actually decide you're going to start recording?
Two names, two left, no. One person, Annette Brissette.
Yes. Annette
is
Brissette.
Annette B. She basically gave birth to us.
Yeah.
How long ago? When was that?
2000.
We met her back in the early 2000s, and did backing vocals for her.
Support vocals,
right? Yes, support vocals. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay. And
Melissa needs a refill.
And let me tell you, we would go to her studio and we would be in awe of this tiny little woman that knew how to play all these instruments.
Yes.
And we used to just love to sit and just listen to her music, one after the other. Every time we would sing with her, it was like, every tune was like, oh my God, I love this song. Oh, I love this song. Oh, next tune. Oh God, I love this song. You know, it was like we had so much fun singing with her, and also she's very serious about her music. She's passionate about her music.
No nonsense. Another one.
Yeah,
disciplined.
She's very disciplined, and I think that's why so because she, she cracked that whip and we were willing to accept it.
Yes. Yes.
So so through her, she about maybe 3 years ago? 3 years ago, she said, you guys have something, Why don't you just do your own thing? Yes. And we were like, okay, no, it's all right. We'll just sing. We'll just do our,
And mind you, we've written music before because when we hooked up with Ergo back in the mid-'90s, it's because of him why we started writing. Jan always said, we need to write. You need to write, Melissa. You need to write. I need to write. We're going to write. When we hooked up with Virgo gave us the opportunity to record our first tune.
Our first tune.
He sure did.
Show us how to get on ASCAP and,
Yes. And then we went from there. So when Annette started talking to us about that, we were like, he and Han, but...
She cracked her whip.
She actually said, no, I want, instead of saying, why don't you? She says, I want this from you guys. I need 12 tunes. She told us how I need 12 tunes. So we said, okay, well, we got together, and I'm a country music person. I like all kinds of music, Kevin. Yanni, I like country, I love rock, soft rock, classical, jazz.
Yes.
Melissa and I were into jazz a lot too back in the early days also, classical jazz.
Yes.
And we met this bassist named Christian McBride.
Yes.
And he's well renowned right now.
Old friend of ours.
And he got us into jazz also.
Yes.
And but back to Annette, I asked the group, I said, listen, I have this. I like this little country tune, Just, I know you guys don't care for the twang, or whatever, but just.
Yeah, a little banjo noise.
I like melody and I like harmonies. I love a good melody, and I love a good tone. And I said, listen to this song. So Annette took out her guitar and she was playing, and she goes, this can work. But then we put it aside for a long time. For a long time. And then one day we were sitting I was at Michael and Melissa's house, and I said, guys, come on, let's just see how this, I think it could work in reggae. Yeah. Because it had a nice melody. And, country music is known for their harmonies. Their harmonies are very complicated.
Right.
And it was challenging. So I said, let's try this thing. And so Michael composed it and arranged it, and we took it to Annette. And what?
Annette. So we give her the meat because she likes to talk about seasoning meat. So we tested her with the meat with some salt and pepper. You know, we didn't wash it with the vinegar and make sure say cure and put the salt and pepper and say, okay, let it be.
Right.
So are we do this? So you need to do this.
Yeah.
And the collaboration came. So this that you all have heard so far is collaboration between us and Annette Brissette Nettie B Productions.
Yeah.
She put her sprinklings on there and then sent it back to us. Okay, gonna put some more on there. Y'all want this, that. And with that, all of the instruments just about on there are live. Drum, bass, guitar, keyboards, everything you hear pretty much is live. And the folks that came in to do this, all these folks we used to work with.
Nice.
Again, on this circuit now, in this circuit, over 20 years, from David Simmons back when he and Brian Fontanelle, area guitarist from St. Lucia, had their own band along with Steve, remember Renee, keyboard player, Steve, bass player, called Broken Sound.
You remember them, Kevin?
Broken.
They were back in the 90s also, Broken Sound. And they were a huge band. As a matter of fact, their status was pretty much like Code Red.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, Code Red, oh God. Kudos to Code Red. Big up Zemroy, it's in the crew. They were, Broken Sounds was like, I mean, that's what we were dealing with back then all the time. We used to write with them. We used to record with them. We used to perform with them. And so all these folks, all Gershie, that's Gershmeister.
That whole family there is another one.
Gershie Green. These folks came, and when we went to them and told them what we were doing and we would love for them to be on it, they looked at us, whatever you want, whatever you need.
See?
They told us, there for them, I tell you, and they didn't hesitate, as you can hear in the production. They did not hesitate, and we sent it to them, and they sent it back, and it wasn't like they sent one track of stuff. We had options. That's how much they loved us.
Yeah. Nice.
We had options to choose which drum line or which guitar line or which, the bass line.
Big up Linford.
Linford did the bass. Now, the bass line, Jan. Janice came up with that bass line. So the song itself, if I didn't know any better, the country tune, you won't recognize the music. Because we changed it.
I need to find this country song to see, because I didn't know. I need to go find this country tune. You know, one person I know would probably have it.
Beautiful ballad.
And it's a very pretty tune. It is. It's a pretty tune. It really is. But we just kind of put with the seasoning and sprinkling the pan.
I have to check with Rockwell if Rockwell have that country song, because I need to find that country song. And it's the same title, if I didn't know any better.
Yes, by Alison Krauss and Union Station. Award-winning.
Yes.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, we're talking with WyldTree right here on the night shift in the JTMC sponsored segment. It's 11 minutes after the hour. And you didn't know?
We're having so much fun.
Yeah. We rolled through the GMAC sponsored segment, and we're into the JTMC sponsored segment. And in another 15 minutes or so, it's the Wake Up and Live segment. So, yeah, we're rolling through. Time flies when you're having fun, you know.
Yes, it does. So, yes, it does.
So, y'all have always had this God-given talent, and there is no harmony like a family harmony. When you're blood relatives, and you can sing, you have amazing harmony coming out of that. And
Thank you.
then when you become associated family and you find someone that you connect with in such a way that you can say, this is my bestest friend, and then they become like family, and you say, this is my sister, so much so that their siblings you start calling your siblings until you get corrected and get married.
And we want to apologize to everybody out there who used to say, yeah, that's my sister, saying daddy, different mama. They used to say we look alike anyway, so we just rolled with it.
Well, is your sister-in-law? No. So.
You listen, and that's what we said. We preached it so much till it came true. I was like, oh, you have my last name.
Yeah.
Finally, right?
But the only person that didn't recognize that it was coming, Melissa, is you. Because Michael done had a plan already.
Jesus, Father, tell me about it.
So, Michael, security. Let me delve into your business now.
Oh, Lord. Hold on, I need a break. I'm coming back. I'm kidding.
Take a sip, man. Take a sip.
I'm on my second glass. They're still on their first. Trust me.
Michael.
All right, go on to.
In the midst of all this siblingness, at what point did you recognize that Melissa needed to stop being a sibling and start carrying your name?
Well, I tell you what, it was more subconscious for me because I was driving the streets of Miami 6-8 hours a day, and every so often my car would find its way over to where she worked. No. I said work. I didn't say anything. I said work. Just
The car had a mind of its own.
Yeah, it would just find its way, and we'd hang out for a little bit and then go on ways. But at one point, the point Sherry told the story of, that was the point. When I said, you know what, that's enough. That is just enough.
Understand.
And
yes.
Yeah. I didn't, feel like she really saw me that way, and is when I opened my mouth and said something, and then it really and truly, it became real for me. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at you. Your car decided that your car wanted to be with her, and you decided that you were going to take her from your car. Well, that's okay. It's fine. We'll work with it. So y'all were making lovely music together before, and then you two started making your own lovely music together. And I ain't mad at you, sir. Not at all. Not at all.
I know. I do my best every day to,
Yes, he does.
let her know that,
This
is where it should be, and this is the life right now.
Yes, he does.
And for all those who, kind of looking in this direction, just kind of turn your head and go on the other way.
Security speaks. Security speaks. All right, so
security well tight.
one of the guests in the chat room said. One of the guests in the chat room says, "I'm over here sipping tea. Tell me more."
No wine? Okay, all right. So he gets us drunk. And, all right, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, so that y'all can talk the business.
Yeah.
So, speaking of talking the business.
No drinking on the job, that's right.
Okay.
No, speaking of talking the business. I have been playing, and some other DJs have been playing the track we've been talking about, If I Didn't Know Any Better.
Yes.
There are some other works in the pipeline.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
WyldTree don't take no breaks.
WyldTree don't take no breaks.
There we go.
Yeah.
We are just finished, again, collaborations, Woman's Worth. That one was written by a collaboration of myself and Annette Brissette. Wrote the lyrics to that tune.
Woman's
and the
Worth.
music is coming from Working Class Music, which again is Paul Virgo Betts.
Yes.
So that is his music with our lyrics and melody and WyldTree performing. That is us. I think I don't know if you got the snippet if it came through or not, but we were able to do that. And then the next, that's finished, and
Wait.
we got to mix and match.
Hold on. One moment.
Okay. All right.
Strength and love to spread and share everywhere. Jah gave her peace and harmony, so she could be free.
What's a woman supposed to do when the world gone mad confused? She have to pick herself up, dust her clothes off, and get on the move.
It is a woman's worth that shines so bright. It is a woman's worth and spreads her light. It is a woman. It is a woman. It is a woman's worth. Yeah.
It is a woman's worth.
Yes. Yes. That was written by Annette Brissette and myself, performed by WyldTree, music by Working Class Music, Paul Virgo Betts. Yes. That's one.
And number two,
number two
goes something a little bit like.
Number three. That's number two. Number three is Rain.
I love the rain.
I love the rain.
Yeah.
That is written myself and Janice, lyrics, melody, and the music is the three of us. That is all three of us on the music, and again, collaboration with the most fantastic maestro ever.
Yeah.
Kovan. Big up Kovan Maestro, and his beautiful wife, Kadessa. She's amazing also. That's another artist you need to get a hold of, I promise you.
Kavan and Kadessa.
Yes. And he stepped in, another friend of ours, again back from the early 2000s.
Yes.
Used to work with him. He has, he's done a couple albums, and he had a production called Organic Soul.
Organic Soul music, yeah.
And from Haiti, beautiful music. And when I tell you, but he produces everything,
Kevin.
Everything. You want to hear, he produces rock. You want to hear the rock music, this man does.
And it has a Haitian flavor to it, or is it?
No.
I mean, he does Haitian music.
No, his Haitian music is beautiful, but when he does it all. This tune that I Love the Rain is this is an R&B tune that we wrote and collaborated with him on this one. It's an R&B tune. It's not Haitian or compa, which is coming soon. I was corrected. Janice, tell them what it's called, what we call it.
Ghetto Classical.
Ghetto Classical, honey.
Classical. Okay, let's get a taste of this Ghetto Classical.
What you're feeling. I miss you, baby. I love the rain beating in verses softly outside my window. I love to hear the rain bringing me back to memories of you.
Well, I know for me, every time it rains, I get wet. But I don't know if anybody else it happened to have a leak in the roof. There's a leak in my.
It's funny because when we first brought the song to Kovan, he's like, Janice, I thought I was crazy, but you're crazy. You're crazy. because we specifically asked him, we said, listen, this is how we want this song. There are a lot of young artists that are coming up now, and we want to support the youth.
Yes.
We have a young gentleman by the name of, we call him Little Gush.
Yes.
And he's on this tune. And I'm telling you, he's about 19 years old?
Oh.
Very talented.
Listen, heaven help. Okay. Heaven help.
There's a story behind that one.
Yes.
So that's how this song was formed.
So what did Little Gush do with this track?
Mostly rap.
No, it wasn't a rap. It was a more of a sing, like a sing rap type stuff that he does. I don't know. I know the young people probably have a specific term for it, but it was like it was a rap, but more of a singing portion that he did.
Mm-hmm.
But delivery, again, you see, even the shutter's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't put it on there because we are going to surprise you all.
Yeah.
He is, and we told him, listen, baby, listen to the music and you do you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. And when I tell you he did him, and just that little portion that he did, oh, make your skin stand up.
Yeah, it's a
make
beautiful
your
song.
skin stand up. The song, period, because bringing in not just we got the ghetto bass up in there. We got to have that drop. We have what is the drum? What is the drum was? Timpani drum. We're putting in the cellos, the violins. I mean, we're coming with you on this one.
What? That's an orchestral production.
Exactly. That's why we call it ghetto classical, because it's still got that new, fresh, young sound, that bass drop. You're hearing a lot of the for the younger people today. I mean, we all listen to it, but you know that sound. So it creates a bridge, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It creates a bridge from us to them, because they need us as we need them.
Yeah.
You know, they're our future.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we have to put our trust in them for them to learn to put out quality, not quantity. Quality
It has a nice,
quantity.
sexy feel too. So everybody can relate to sexy.
You got it. Oh yes, we hope to have plenty babies named Rain out there in the world after this.
You know what? I'll leave that one alone. I'll tell you though, I will contribute to your spreading the love and influencing the rain. I will definitely do that, because I like the feel, and growing up listening to slow jams a lot and being exposed to that, I naturally gravitate to the slow and sexy kind of a thing. So and those that will hear me do a musical therapy and go through the slow jams, they can feel it. They know when I'm getting into it. So yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Those who single won't be single for very long, or they won't be single that night, or them just gonna bed early. I don't know.
They will not come at night. That's for sure.
But yeah, what else is in the pipeline? As in stylings wise, how far, how wide are you guys looking to go?
I don't think we're not going to try to be limited by any specific genre of music. We want to try it all.
Yeah.
We want to try every single last one of them and put them together in certain ways that maybe you didn't hear before, or
Right.
That's one of the things, that is why we're called WyldTree. We're trying to get those branches way out there.
We are in the process right now of writing Familia, a Spanish tune. Yes. And it's wow.
Okay, so who habla español? Oh, well, you're Panamanian, so that answers that question.
But trust me, I gotta call my family for help. I need help with the translation, y'all.
Okay.
But it's a tune that just came, You know, and when I tell you that tune didn't come in pieces, the tune came in its full. I will give away my secret. I am don't give away my secret.
No, don't give it away.
Don't don't give it.
No.
I am a I for some reason the bathroom always.
You know what?
I gave away the secret.
You know what? Yes.
Song came to me. I was just, I was taking my shower, whatever, and it just the whole entire song. When I tell you instruments, music, melody, lyrics, well, lyrics still kind of finished in life, but it came to me. And so when I presented it to Jan and Michael, they were like, "Oh my God." It came to me a couple years ago during a family reunion, my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and we celebrated that, and my aunt's birthday the next day. And my family is huge. And the family the love that the Ibanez and the Lintons and the Ellises have. I love my family. I'm big up their names because I love them. Very supportive, very endearing. Panamanians are very endearing.
Yeah.
And so that song came from a very, very deep, heartfelt family love. That's where that song came from. So we're in the process of working on that. We've got a couple contemporary Christian tunes. We're in the process. We were just with Kavan the other day, and we told him he had oh my God, this is one of the routes we want to touch too. Some of those African beats.
Afrobeat? Yeah, I love Afrobeat.
Oh yeah. Oh. These folks will tell you I dance to it all. So, yes. We are looking to really. We're open to work with good music, quality music.
Yeah.
All you're gonna get from us. We are not trying to half step.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring a flavor, and uplift all of our folks, because there's so many people out there right now. So many of the artists down here in South Florida coming out.
Yeah.
It is so awesome to see. And this is a new generation of artists here in South Florida that we can all tap into each other and move forward. Man, South Florida's on the map, but with this style of what's happening and the newness of what's coming in and what's happening, oh my God, this place will blaze. That's what we want. We want to be trailblazers. You got that right.
When people go to catch WyldTree at a live event, they can expect to be taken through a journey of musical genres and stylings.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
So
that's correct.
WyldTree,
you will not. You won't be bored.
well,
you won't be bored.
So I am getting that impression. So you don't sleep, and you will not be pigeonholed. But let me not say you don't sleep. You never rest.
Yes, and definitely not pigeonholed. Let me tell you something, and these folks will tell you, I will raise up. Nicely.
Easy, take it easy.
Nicely.
There you go, Michael. There you go. See, that's.
No, I'm teasing. No, but for real, no holds bar. Yeah. That's the best way to put it.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never heard about them before, believe me, you are in for a treat. Because ever since I heard the song the first time, the if I didn't know any better, I just liked it. And the more I listen to it, the more I enjoy it. I really like the tune.
Thank you. Thank you. And we so appreciate you, because we turn you on, and it's on every night, and we up there. DJ Kevin Stu. DJ Kevin Stu. DJ Kevin Stu. DJ Kevin Stu.
I just let them go.
I'll take it. You know what, Michael? You don't have to be shy, man. Join right in.
No, listen, I just keep it all in here, because if I let it out, boy, it's worries. So it's worries. So I just kind of keep it in, the wine glass is gonna go flying, and just cool.
Someone in the chat in the stew pots is saying, hey, this group sounds like fun. I can't wait to see them in person. You have anything lined up? Any live shows on the way? Are you putting together some works before? What's the plan?
If you can see me on Facebook, I'm grinning. Hi, Alana! Alana Da Costa, which is another individual Jan and I used to do supporting vocals for a good little while.
Alana is awesome.
Yes, she is. That's my love. That's my beloved. Yes, Lord. She does these art events, and I'm going to make sure and post it all over Facebook. She has invited us to come and sing, and we've accepted on the 29th of September as WyldTree. So we're not going to be backing up anybody. This is going to be our first presentation, a live show.
Sweet.
We're going to do two tunes. Yes, we're going to do two tunes. But it will be on the 29th of September, and I will be sending out the information regarding it on Facebook. I off the top of my head, and I should have had it written down so I could just blurt it out right now and then. But it is the 29th of September. It is in Fort Lauderdale. You guys check my Facebook and Instagram, WyldTree45. I will be sending it out to you all to support her and to support us. She is an awesome individual that has so much talent, and she's so gifted, and she has such a heart and such a brain. And I tell you, I love her. We love her, and whatever she does, we'll be there to support her and she is right there to support us. So yes, she is the 29th for sure. And then there's something else in the making. I'm not going to say until we finalize it, but we've got a second performance coming up in the near future within another couple months also. So Kevin, it's starting to pick up. Yeah. It's starting to pick up.
As it should. As it should.
Yes. Let me tell you, we have some of the finest musicians in South Florida.
Yes.
Big up to Suzanne.
Yes, Suzanne
doing her thing.
Right now, what's up, girl? We proud of you, baby.
Oh, yes.
We have, Zeke.
Zeke Don.
Who we want to draw for Zeke also.
Yes, goodness.
If you're listening out there, Zeke.
Zeke Don. And Gary McNeil. Heard him and Shauna Dazzle. That's what I'm telling you. These folks are coming out. Yes, and we've known these folks for moons. I used to do backup with Gary and Suzanne. We used to do a lot of backup for different folks, quite a few.
I tell you, you see, you're going to let Suzanne get on your case. Do not say backup. Supporting vocals.
Listen here, that's my girl. You see, we right there, girl. We right there. We right there. Oh, yes.
So we're proud of our South Floridian musicians,
Yes.
I am too. I've had the privilege of playing music with Gary for years. For years.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that about Gary, but hey, kind of letting him sneak it out of the bag.
And he can sing.
Listen, that was one of his best kept secrets.
Yes, he's very humble, yes, that's Gary.
But that's out of the bag now too. So.
Yes, it is. I saw it on Facebook. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
So big things, and I'm glad that you have that kind of relationship with other artists around, and they're willing to be there with you and for you, because this crab in a barrel mentality that we often have, it doesn't get anybody anywhere.
You said the crab in a barrel.
Crab in a barrel.
Yeah.
For us, DJ Kevin.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
There you go.
Unacceptable. There is enough room in this world.
There you go.
Yes. Because so much out there, and the people, the world is hungry. They're hungry for music. They're hungry for honesty. They're hungry for heartfelt product. You understand?
Yeah.
Crab in the barrel mentality, WyldTree will not accept.
773-789 Stu gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. You can call, you can text, and you know what? In the next few minutes, we're inside the Wake Up and Live segment, courtesy of Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show. In the next few minutes, you can call real quick and say hi to WyldTree and ask them anything you want to ask them.
I need my shake.
No. Listen, let me tell you this. You can ask anything you want to ask, but I don't guarantee you'll get an answer. But you can ask.
Good shot. Good shot. Enough respect on that one. Yes.
Listen, I don't stop anybody from asking anything, you know. I just letting you know you won't necessarily get an answer. But 773.
That's a clause.
Yeah. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. Call, text, jump in the chat room, kevinstew.com, put your question there. Ask WyldTree what you want to ask them. If they didn't touch on something that you were curious about, go ahead. I guess 620 and it's just ask. If you have something to ask, just ask. But Melissa, I definitely need you guys to give us that information as soon as you get your hands on it about the 29th. The 29th will be a full day of events, but pass on the info. Let's see how we can work it and who can get to where and how much time is involved in getting from point A to point B. But yeah. I haven't been to an Alana event in probably 3 years.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. She is definitely doing her thing. She really is, and has a good following. She's doing well.
Yeah, she's really cool. She's good people.
Yes, she is.
Absolutely.
Yes, she is.
See, nobody calling. I don't know. They must be shy or something.
That's all right. Trust me. We don't stress over those things, you know. Believe you. When and that's why we do what we do. You know, we know there's a whole lot going on. There's folks out there doing their thing, and people are busy. And so we're not ones to, like, if we don't hear from anybody or whatever, take it any kind of way. Because we are so busy ourselves. You know, and we see it like that. Folks are doing their thing, and, you know, good. You know, we have to do us too. Yeah, we have to do us too.
Question for you guys in the chat room. Are you guys planning to shoot a video anytime soon?
Yes.
That is a definite.
Yes. We've already lined up the individual, the photographer and the videographer.
Yeah.
Videographer who's coming in. He's already lined up. He's another individual.
Jan
can touch more on him.
Yes, he's actually he was the first Haitian to graduate from FSU, from film school.
Oh.
And I had the pleasure of meeting him many years ago, and we became great friends, and we've stayed friends. And like Melissa said, everybody has just been coming through for us.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to, I said, listen, we're starting this local group, and we're going to need some videos done. And he said, sure, just like that. Anything for you, Jen, anything for you. So he's going to be working on if I didn't know any better.
Doing the video for that.
Someone had
sent.
Get
in line.
Nice. Someone had sent a message. I missed why WyldTree, the name. How did y'all decide on that name? Yeah.
You wanna?
WyldTree?
No, you guys go ahead. Huh?
WyldTree actually is us, the Wileys. From a long time ago, I mentioned it. Well, this. It was actually how can I say it? A derivative of our last name.
Yeah.
I had used it on my Instagram. Fell in love with it automatically. And this was a few years ago. And so when we came up, we were talking about a group's name. I'm like, guys, and it fits what we're doing. We took out the H to change it around a little bit, And I think he made a statement. We were talking about this the other night. Michael made a statement what WyldTree is, and we were like, yeah, there it is. Go ahead, Mike.
The way I see it is that we, the three, are the root of the tree. And everybody comes to work with us, and our family, all our support people, you know, Michelle, you know, they are branches and leaves of the tree.
And the flowers and the
blossoms. Flowers and the blossoms, yes, all of that. So that's how, you know, we see the whole tree and the name as a representation of just the family of it all.
Yeah, what we do, who we are. We are a tight, very, very tight family unit. And when we embrace, that's how we embrace individuals. We are very, very tight unit. And so as we grow and blossom and our fruit falls, we pray it's picked up and eaten.
Actually, that's not really what it is. It's truly and we're wild.
You know, I was waiting for it. And the truth shall set you free.
Truly and we're wild.
There it is. You know.
You see why she stays quiet?
Yeah, because she lets the truth out. Jenny, however, the name Wiley though, it's not a very common name.
But it's well known in Jamaica. If you are familiar with Marjorie Wiley.
Yes.
Who was the musical director of the National Dance Theatre Company in Jamaica.
Yes.
My Marjorie. Oh, I used to think she was magic when I was a child. She used to play for Miss Lou.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Ring Ding, remember back in the days.
Yes.
And Lou would just start to sing something, and my Marjorie would just start to play right along with it, and she sounded like an orchestra behind Miss Lou. And I just thought that was magic, just pure magic, and I just wanted to be just like that. And that's what I strive for. And so, you know, we have a lot of musical people in our family as well. You know, my aunt, Lily Christian, is also a brilliant piano player and teacher. She was a professor at the University of West Indies. Mm-hmm. My aunt Shirley, awesome flute player, and she was a principal at a school in Portmore.
Okay.
I retired, but still people that I am in true awe of.
Nice.
You know, and the best representative of the Wiley name as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, you guys are doing an excellent job, let me tell you. I cannot see them being a slight bit upset with what you're doing.
Thank you.
I hope we get right up to where they are, because they're awesome as far as, you know, they're just awesome people.
Yeah, definitely that. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to share off yourselves with us.
We thank you for giving us the time to share of ourselves.
We want to thank you.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure.
Your support that you do for us and for having us on. DJ Kevin Stew, we appreciate you to no end. Anytime.
I'll definitely take you up on that. Thank you all. The WyldTree. As in, I'm saying it the way Janice. I'm saying it the way Janice describes it, the true way.
I can't take you anywhere.
Too late now, Michael. Too late.
I know.
All right, you guys take care. Looking for the finished product with the new tracks. Looking forward to more things, and with you guys alone, it will add a whole lot more flavor to my show. I just know it. So,
Awesome. Anytime.
Had a good time.
all right, y'all have a great night.
You too. All right, take care.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, WyldTree. What a wild bunch. I got to love them though. You can't help but just get sucked in. They're just so warm and inviting. Yeah, boy. If I knew any better, you see? This is that track we've been talking about.
Before I could run, I found you already settled down in the back of my mind. I know this is just a customary feeling. The moon is our deceiver that will leave you running blind. Your heart is pulling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling.
Y'all should see them on Facebook. Listen to the harmony.
Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in a fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire. Your heart is pulling.
10 minutes to the top of the hour, 10 minutes before I bounce on out of here.
I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true.
This will be the compressed version of our musical therapy.
If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love when you burned down and said, I can hear you down, and you forget I ever came around.
Remember to join us tomorrow. Healthy Love Tuesday. Same time, same place, 10 p.m. till midnight Eastern. Right here, kevinstew.com, Rotterbox.net, and all the affiliates. Y'all heard Annette? I know a bunch of people missed it, right there. You heard Annette coming in the background. You can't miss Annette Brissett's voice.
I hear you calling. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. My heart is pulling. Your heart is pulling. I'm in love. I'm in love. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true, baby. I hear you calling. I hear you. I'm in love. I'm in love. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you.
Kevin Stew.
Yo. Stop chat about me. I'm a chat about. You can hear me.
9 minutes to the top of the hour.
Don't know fire blaze alongside a line. I'm so dead.
This is Annette. This is not Annette. Alana Da Costa. The track is called Happy to Be Nappy.
Damn tired of people coming up to me, questioning my identity, saying what's going on with your head. Looks like you're growing dreads. Some would rather be dead, thinking they can get ahead. Them say me nah get a job with a head like that, and you better find a rush and fix it. But when me granny ask if me a turn ras, I just smile and say it's more than that. Let them know.
I'm just happy to be naked, and I won't change the way the most high made it. I'm happy to be nappy, and I don't need no LYE. See, I'm happy to be nappy. I'm not ashamed of how God made me. Don't try to put a label on. No, y'all stop judging. Don't judge.
Yeah, don't put no labels on me, yeah? Don't judge me. It's called the Happy to be Nappy. Alana Da Costa.
Stop your noise. Spiritually uplifted mind, body and soul. Straight roots and culture, that's how we flow. Alanas with the fire that they can't control. Yo, I'm here to let the music roll. Cause I'm happy to be happy. So go your Congo natty. Nobody can stop it. Just the vibes just a carry me. I'm here to speak the truth. Coming straight from the root. Culturally, I say my people revolute. Nearly Rasta man with a blessed salute. Revolute. Yo, bless. Congo natty.
There's no need to worry about me. I already got a chain on me. I'm beyond anything that man can label me. I'm just an every child of Jah, you see. Yeah, Jah has rescued me.
Yeah, ancestral.
If you climbed up my family tree, nothing but next that you will see. So I won't deny ancestry and claim to be part cherub.
If you climb up my family tree, nothing but nuts you will see. And it is Alana, sorry, is something else. Five minutes to the top of the hour. Five minutes to the top of the hour. The sound of the Tugarific one. Too much heaven.
Nobody gets too much heaven.
This is how I'm gonna bounce out.
Much harder to come by. I'm waiting.
Well, maybe I'll squeeze in one more. Maybe.
Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as the mountain and harder to climb.
Oh, you and me, boy, we got a lot of love in store. And it flows to you and it flows to me. And I love you so much more than my life. I can see beyond forever. Everything we are will never die.
Love is such a beautiful thing.
Oh, oh, you make my world a summer day. Oh, you just a dream
to fade away. Nobody gets too much heaven no more. It's much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line. Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as the mountain and harder to climb.
I thank you very much.
Oh, you and me, boy, we got a highway to the
It was all WyldTree.
We can turn away from the night and day and the tears you had to cry. You're my life.
I can see a new tomorrow. Everything we are will never die. Loving is such a beautiful thing.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm squeezing in one more. This is King Charles.
Me need a nice empress who look good in her dress, and once yours is mine, me give you all access. Come and we take.
Had the opportunity to hang out with King Charles a little bit.
There's no contest.
I saw that picture with him and
I'm still searching for
my sons and I.
someone who sent from above.
King Charles now sings lead vocals with Code Red,
My girl,
along with Ras Baba.
together we rule the world, we rule the world. Come and take a break from the up and down. Come make me take a short through Spanish town. Me are the king, so I you can wear the second crown. Me I go pick your way up and when I come down. Hey, because of you me like, and me I sit down and I pray to make you be wife. So do me right and make sure you be right. And me I tell you how me feel on a Tuesday night. I'm still
Yeah, it's Monday night, but it's Tuesday somewhere.
someone who sent from above.
Catch y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and love. Peace and love. I'm out, y'all.
And together we rule the world, we rule the world. So tell me, are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out
Being in the moment is priceless. Consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.